So we have heat 2 of the 55 dash coming at us here in just a second. Sorry, we're like working through some Wi-Fi difficulty in the field house here. See our straightaway view. Heat 2 there. Sorry, a lot of technical difficulties in here. We're running on guest Wi-Fi tonight. We'll do our best to punch this stream through based on our connectivity. Here's the fast heat of the 55. There's heat 3 or heat 4 here? This is 3. Yeah. No, this is the faster heat, dude. That's Zechariah Morris. There's Morris for the win there. That was heat 4, 647. That's McCoo 662. So we talked about this matchup in the pre-show. Morris shows who's boss there a little bit. Definitely 647 is a good time. Anything in the 6-4s puts you near the state lead. Pretty crowded up at this point in the year. My man, when we get a little fist bump, there you go. 647. We talked about it, man. Way to go. Thank you. Yeah, Zechariah walking behind our broadcast area there. He's pretty pumped. I know that he's a football wideout. Anytime a football wideout sees that speed number go down, he'd be happy. Yeah. You know, he jumped 21 mid in the long jump. So really cool guy. I'm glad we got to meet him in our pre-show tonight. Highlight him. I didn't know him at all, and always exciting to connect with different athletes. Definitely has something to prove on the track side still after bad hamstring injury mid outdoor last year. Really kept him out most of the season. So not able. He said he tried to come back in the sectional and jump because he jumped 23.4 last year, but it just re-injured his hamstring in the sectional attempting to do that. So great to see him having some momentum. We'll keep track of him the rest of the year. Definitely a good guy. Good story going on here in Illinois. You got the garage door open here at Glenbard West. It appears to be a gorgeous sunset out there. We're not about sunsets yet. We're about indoor track. We don't see the light until April. Well, Mike and I will probably be freezing. All right, we have first heat of the 800. You can see our lineup here. This will be section 1. So as we line up this 800, got Jim Ettinger, one of our favorite officials here, starting for us tonight. Great guy, one of those great people in track and field. If you ever get to meet Jim Ettinger, just come up, introduce yourself to him. Always happy to be at a track meet. Definitely one of my favorite officials when I'm timing to work with. Legend out here in the west suburbs in his devotion to track. So here we go. You see Jim on camera right there. We can get to see him starting. Yeah. Better camera angle. Five laps here. We're laughing because Carson he put the camera right behind Jim, and Jim about fell over backwards. You know, that's just cruel. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Trying to get a better view for the stream here. I'll take Mr. Effinger with us. All right, that's our number 3 athlete here with the early lead. That's Nick Moreland, Glenbard North. So another athlete from the hosts out to the lead. You see the field come down the backstretch. So half-mile stuff tonight. We had a prospect over at the Stan Rettle Invite at York just run 8:06, which is the new Illinois #1 in this distance for the 4x8. So great time there by the Prospect Knights and Coach Reynaud. The lineup listed was Quinn Davis to Luke Robinson to Bobby Wintermute to Landon Samp. So great time, 8:06.5. We'll expect that to last until, I don't know, whenever the Mustang relays on Monday. And it will not be Illinois #1 for long, but that's a great time nonetheless. You know,
last night, Plainfield East ran 4:01 yesterday.
Yeah.
Illinois #1 in the 4x4.
Oh, for girls. Yeah.
For girls, and I'm like, that's not lasting.
Yeah, we all know that so the big relay meet, the Mustang relay, is hosted by Downers Grove South at Naperville, but it's in at North Central. That thing is coming up on Monday night. Only 4x2s, 4x4s, and 4x8s. Very lit. It's the kind of meet where Palatine, we broke our school record last year and ran 7:57 and got 3rd. So there's some perspective. All right. Moreland continues to lead into this final lap. He's going to put a nice time out here. He's got a kick going on. We're right, 2:06. He's going to run, 2:15-ish, 2:18-ish. We'll see how quick he gets here. So nice run by Moreland here, taking the win. West Chicago athlete here finishing 2nd. It looked like Daniel Duran in 2:20, season best for him.
Oh, nice. HF's high jumper just jumped 6'6" in the high jump.
All right. That's good stuff.
Beat Addis Wilson.
Gotcha. Let's see. We haven't zoomed back into the high jump at this meet tonight, Carson. We had Raskilly still had jumps left. Didn't hear a big roar, so yeah, he clears 195. So did not get over that 2-meter jump. So I'm sure that's what that was. Yeah. Where was that at 8?
Oh, at HF.
Yeah, HF. Who is that?
Derek James. So 205.
Gotcha. Yeah, so 205. Real nice jump. 6'8" and some change, probably. Yeah.
6'8", 7'5".
Yeah, 6'8" and 3/4 down there. So definitely, probably a top 3, top 5 jump. Yeah. All right, and we turn number 3 in the state there. So
38.
Yeah, that number, that 205 bar is it starts to say you're a real player when you get over that extra 5 centimeters. All right, we have section 2 here coming on the stream. Section number 2, varsity 800 meters. On your mark. All right, and we're off the 800 meters. Section 2. Like the East Aurora athlete. That's Alejandro Cantarero leading down the backstretch. Aggressive start by him. Although we got a triumvirate of athletes breaking clear here. It's Daniel Seshalovsky and Braden Massett going with him. Cantarero continues to lead there. So we come through with 3 laps to go. Had Massett out here in, we saw him, I think, previously in the 4x8. So he's coming back with a tough double here, trying to work his way up to Cantarero. Massett looked really good running anchor in the 4x8. Actually brought his team back from quite a big deficit to get them second. And he's stalking Cantarero here with 2 to go, 320 meters. Still a race, still a race. You see them take the far curve. Cantarero and Massett. See if Massett can muster one more kick here. Again, he's running his second half inside of an hour, so it's been a tough pass. Cantarero really dialing it up, but here comes Massett. He has not completely dropped him. We shall see if Massett's got one more charge down this backstretch. Does not look to be the case. Cantarero looking a little bit better in his form. Should come around here and take this win. And a solid time in this track. Going to be 2:06. 2:06.71. Alejandro Cantarero for the win. Massett, nice double. 2:07.98 for second there. And see the rest of the times stream on in. The kid, he seems pretty fired up, Zechariah Morris. What are you talking? I mean, what is the state lead right now? 6-4-2, 6-4-3? Like, yeah, I mean, that puts him right in that conversation, you know. And I looked at, you know, his A.net. He did not have that killer 100 he wanted last year. You know, it's like you get a good junior kid that loused up by a hamstring injury. So there's stories like that every year around the state where you got a kid that nobody knows of because they were hurt.
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll continue to look for him. That was a banger time, though. No doubt about it. We're going to move now to the 4-lap relay, which is 4x160 in here. We're going to have 2 heats of the Frosh Soft and then 2 heats of the varsity. This is our final 4x160 of the year. We've called the 4x150. I just feel for sprinters every time. They're it's like their ankles are breaking. You know, it's not a really it just doesn't feel safe.
No, it really doesn't. Like,
There's like a little bit of a weird abuse when you put a lot of muscle and a lot of size.
force, like
Yeah, that's the right word for it.
Into the ground, like your body is like legit, like acting in a way that it doesn't want you to take that turn.
No. Varsity 3200 over at York. Sam Hill from St. Charles North with 913.15 winner. Over Alex Krieg of Palatine, 924.91. So good run by Hill there. Krieg had been he was 4th in the state finals last year in this event. Hill has been coming on all year, though. He's great in cross country. You know, a lot of guys under 10 there. I think 13th place, 956.42. Actually, Jack Aldworth prospect, sophomore, breaking 10. I used to coach Jack in the Palatine Pack, so
that's like a big race for him.
That's a huge race for him. He ran 440 last week, so you start to feel that coming. And Jack had it. Amen. Kid's been working hard, you know. He had a really nice cross season. You know, it's a good group of younger ones that Coach Renault has there kind of on the back burner coming forward. There's a lot of big names that. Gabriel Gronsky of Hersey, 939.1. He was part of their trophy team back in the fall. Patrick Hill, 936.05. Oh, don't roll your eyes at me, Plainfield South, man. All trophies are fairly earned. Gronsky, also a Palatine Pack kid, so proud of him. See him running 939. We'll see if Hill comes back later in the 1600. He is entered in both, so we'll see if that happens. The story there, though, is Sam Hill. You know, lifetime best, 913.15. I mean, kid is a junior, like really part of this developing story that the Class 3A state title in cross country next year is wide open. We saw Alex Batsala run 913, Plainfield South kid last week. We saw Karanveer Patil run 909 for 2 miles. Yeah, so 905, 906 conversion there. We'll keep an eye on that one, though. You know, we got Sifa from Chicago Lane is a top returnee, like having a nice indoor track season so far. So yeah, that event will continue to cook. Speaking of cooking, we're gonna get the 4x160 frosh off here.
So I'm looking at the Central Illinois results here. Looking at the Central Illinois girls results here. They're on the 4x4 right now.
Oh. No, nobody went to school at that thing today.
I'm trying to look at milestone results, but it's saying that no results have been no results since plate. Well, I read some earlier.
All right, here we go. First section. We got Mount Carmel, DeKalb, and let's see, is that it's on the inside?
Oh, nice. Edwardsville has scored 111 points at this meet. Next place is St. Anthony.
Mount Carmel in the lead here at the first exchange. You see them as they on the corner, and now they're down the backstretch. Good view of Mount Carmel, DeKalb. Here we go to our second exchange. There's Mount Carmel down the backstretch.
Thank you.
Final exchange. Mount Carmel in this frosh soft 4x1 lap, looking to set the early tone. And they'll be finishing here in just a second. 118, 119 there. DeKalb second. That's okay. It's over the top of you, short stuff. All right, here's our results. Mount Carmel sets the standard there in 119.26. DeKalb second. So we'll keep track of that and see if that time stands up. Mount Carmel guys are excited about the win, as they should be.
Yeah, they definitely look like some fresh off football players over there.
Yeah, they look like some guys that may participate on the Mount Carmel football team. I mean, did you pay any attention to their football team? Yeah. This year was supposedly one of the greatest accumulations of talent ever.
What Coach Lynch has done is absolutely insane.
It's incredible.
Look up like
yeah,
come on,
yeah.
You're telling me a Heisman finalist at NIU. I mean, he was his mobile quarterback before,
and a legend at Mount Carmel when he was in high school. A part of one of the great NIU runs, you know, like helped really kind of put them on the map. They've remained on the map. That's a great program. But I mean, I think they started I think their whole defense is 3, 4, 5-star recruits. Yeah. They have some insane amount of talent in that thing, as usual. But this year, supposedly even more. Yeah. State champions. Hard to beat the Catholic League. I mean, they got a little bit of an advantage.
It's funny, we got Loyola and Mount Carmel here today.
Yeah.
They destroyed Loyola with a big way.
Yeah, and Loyola, though, was one of those teams. They were dangerous, and they barely had a winning record in the Catholic League this year, and they were about better than about anybody else. They won a couple playoff games. I mean, they made it fun. Yeah, Loyola Mount Carmel is always one of the best football games in the state.
I had now Michigan State head coach on the coaching staff.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. The Palatine Pirates have lost Loyola a few times in the 8A playoffs.
Yeah, Plainfield South had him like 3 years ago in the first round, and I think Loyola put their four stringers into the game by the
Yeah.
third.
Not always quite a fair fight in these public versus private battles in football. Yeah. Well, it helps when you can recruit. They're kind of recruiting against each other now, the Catholic League. So Coach Effinger calls them up out of the blocks. Section 2, 4x160 meter relay, Froschsoff. Clean start. Looks like Glenbard North with a good first curve. We'll see down the backstretch. He's definitely got the lead into the curve. We'll see here at the first exchange. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no. And they did not survive the first exchange. Very, very bad DQ there. Way out of zone on the leaders. So now then there were three. We still have lane 4 running in his lane. That's also not good. Welcome to the Froschsoff Indoor 4x160, everybody. Loyola now with the lead. Easter are in second, Glenbard North in third.
And he's still running in his lane.
And Glenbard North continues to run in their lane. Will they? Is that Streamwood? Sorry. Yeah.
Glenbard North was the team exchange there.
All right. Loyola is off. Loyola is still leading down the backstretch here. And our finish, time to beat 119. They're not going to beat that. Mount Carmel is going to win out of this perceived slower of the two sections, but they win big, actually. Glenbard North may have had a chance there. Their second guy was very fast, but unfortunately, he was very fast leaving the exchange zone and not slowing down. He may still be running. That's how that's how young ones learn to do handoffs. Here we go now to heat 2 of the 4x160. Time to beat here is 1:17:55 by West Chicago from that first section. Looks like lane 3, that's our hosts, kind of taking the break there. We'll see as they come to the first handoff here, Glenbard North. And the Panthers lead. Good exchange. Good exchange. Oh, a hard fall there. And Glenbard North. Solid exchange. A little run up on, but clean. Loyola is struggling there a little bit. You guys keep walking out. Glenbard North, 1:17:55, time to beat. They should be able to get that if they have a nice exchange here. That's Zechariah Morris running anchor here. Winner of our 55 dash and our long jump. And good exchange to him. I would imagine that he takes this thing home. Here he comes off this final curve. They're standing right in front of it, dude. Got some boys standing right in front of the timing cameras. Good shot of some Streamwood kids' head. We'll get our results here in a second. 1:14:88. So big win for Glenbard North. Zechariah Morris having a great night tonight.
Behoff's over there, like also freaking out at the females.
Yeah.
So we have yeah, you gotta talk close to the mic. Yeah, so we got Kennedy Ruff here. She is what 56.7 in the quarter. One of the top female 400 runners in the state of Illinois. She's gonna come on here and commentate the quarter here. She's very excited for this. I can already tell. I'm pretty sure like Kennedy always just hates me. I make her do all these things and she hates me. Oh yeah. 1600 interview at Snipe Palatine last year. One of those moments. Fergalicious. Kennedy loves it. Part of Illinois Running News. Gonna hurdle at some D1 college. You know, whoever pays her money. Any college coaches listening to this, and you guys want to what was it 42.96, yeah, 56-second in the 400 there, 9:04 in the 60 hurdles. Yeah, there you go. Well, Kennedy ran it for the second time yesterday of her season because she runs on 160 tracks all year. She ran out one of her 2 meets on a 200-meter track yesterday.
They got a lot of small tracks fight, except for Proviso.
So here you go, Kennedy. Talk about the running fast on a like small track like this. Like what's kind of the differences of it, do you think?
The first thing you notice is like going around the curve. I mean, like you're running 90 degrees. I mean, especially on here. I mean, you're running a little over 2 laps, trying to go almost as fast as you possibly can. Turns wide.
Got it. Yeah, it's kind of like an art. Do you feel like some kind of people can run on the tight tracks a little bit better than others, maybe?
I feel like the smaller the track, the worse I run.
Yeah, got some good times though this year. So just had to get to a 400-meter track or 200-meter track. That's all you had to get to. There we go. It looks like Addison Trail here, your winner. I think under 60 seconds there. We'll have to see. His coach and him are very happy. There you go. You would have won this race, Kennedy. Oh man.
It's okay. I know I was like breaking a minute for the first time. It was like the biggest accomplishment in the world.
That's awesome. Now we got heat 2 or section 2 now on the track here of this 400-meter. Seems like the concession stand is a popular area over there. A lot of people walking back and forth with their hot dogs. Oh, look at that. Look who it is. We were just talking. Yeah, I am. It's fine.
No, I don't.
Kennedy wants you to take your spot back because I put her in uncomfortable situations, she says, Coach Quick. I don't care.
Really?
Yeah.
Psycho dog it is. I'll walk back over there and forget that money. That's why I call it JJ. So it's Psycho. I'll put it here.
Waiting here on the start. We're underway. All right, 400-meter strategy. What's your 400-meter strategy, Kennedy?
That's that you can kind of control. To the last 100, it's like whatever you got left. Everything kind of goes in your no.
Yeah. Yeah. We're going to see here. You wouldn't have won this one, unfortunately. It looks like. Another kid looking to break 60 seconds there from Addison Trail, just over it. 57.77 or 79 is the winner. Micah Sylvester, he jumped 20 feet in the long jump, only a freshman here. So there you go. Pretty good. Not bad. All right. On the curves of doom. There's like a super unique mural that's like I don't think I've ever seen this. Like the
Like the high school.
well, is it so it's Superman, but also looks like it's the Hulk. Like yeah, the ripped shirt and pants says Hulk. Oh no, this is interesting. You guys can't see this. It's kind of like off. Like if you look at this camera view, you guys can see the leg of it. But it's very interesting. Wait, I wonder if I can zoom out. See, people are like actually watching the stream. You guys can see it there, but we're just like fascinated by this mural on the wall. Glenbard North there leading. 33 seconds for whatever that was for his first time to cross or second time to cross around. Looks like it's going to be Lombard North 1 and 2. Would have been competitive in that one. You ever wish, like, at times when, like, you're running against nobody, like, you know, let's say you're at a co-ed, or you said you had your first co-ed meet yesterday. What if, like, you had, like, some random co-ed meet that you weren't running against anybody? And would you ever wish you were in the boys' race for that?
If there was a race that had like a shot at like something like this right compete, then yeah, not just blown out and they're all running too.
No, yeah.
What do we sure under it?
Okay, I got it. Yeah, because I think that's like something that like you know we saw it this last weekend. Molly Mako ran 10:24 in the 2 mile as an 8th grader. She ran it with a bunch of middle school boys though, so you know it's something that like some people like. Some people I've heard don't like running with the boys, which is like really weird to me because if it is a competitive race, I feel like it's just competition. So
I feel like, I mean, I like running better when I have someone to either chase or push me. I feel like just not even like pacing, but I feel like I'm going all out. I really am not pushing it hard. I'm just running solo. So yeah,
yeah,
it's actually me. I feel like it's good opportunity from that.
got it. Yeah. Well, yeah, we're gonna have Heat 4 now, Section 4. We're gonna have to see where you would have placed from yesterday. Now again, it's not the same. You were on a 200-meter track, but
Yeah, so that definitely makes a difference.
we're on the way in this one. We got the Halo starting pistol today. Is it? Have you ever used like run with one of those before? No,
It's always and I don't want
you don't like it.
I go, yeah.
Yeah, just harder to hear. You think?
Yeah, that I feel like the gun almost like gets your adrenaline. I feel like guys makes you
Yeah, it makes you feel a certain type of way. Yeah, I get what you're saying there, for sure. Well, this is one of the Valiero brothers, the twins. I'm pretty sure from Mount Carmel. His other twin isn't in here though. It's just him today. It looks like. All right, let's see. 55-71 there. But would have been competitive in this one. Come on. All right, now we're going to go on to the one heat of the mile here. This is a lot of kids on this track. Oh my.
I don't know how many kids it was, but I think they had to restart the 800 like 3 times.
Yeah.
Kids were falling.
Yeah. Yeah.
So tight.
There's like 16 kids in an 800 or something like that. Yeah. I remember that for sure. Yeah, and with the boys, you know, they gotta they have this feeling that they have to throw elbows more than they have to. Like they have to like prove dominance somehow in the start of a distance race. Yeah, because girls are much smarter than high school boys. All right, we got Nathan Gunderson here. We talked to him on the pre-show. They're from Addison Trail. He's Colin McKinney's with them as well. Yeah, this is a matchup we previewed in the pre-show. Oh yeah, Colin McKinney looks like he long jumps. I can understand why he's a distance runner at long jumps now. Kennedy's lost over here when we get to distance racing. You looked like you were very engaged in the 2 mile though. Yeah, it's still Gunderson and McKinney. Gunderson and McKinney looking good here on this one so far. There we go. I think when they pass again, they'll be at 800 meters into the race. As they're through and around 215 there. 215 at 800. So 430 mile pace here on this one. Yeah. Gunderson really just leading this, but McKinney on his shoulder. Looks like McKinney like just trying to hold on for as long as possible. And there they are back onto the home stretch. Gunderson is like using the lap runners really well in terms of positioning, making it a little bit harder for McKinney. Gunderson still with McKinney on his shoulder. We got a lot of lap athletes now. So it's a little bit harder to follow. Yeah, he still hasn't lost them, as Coach Book was just saying. McKinney's got that 156 speed in the 800. Then we're on the bell lap. We'll see what McKinney does here. It's Gunderson and McKinney. Oh, there goes McKinney. McKinney really trying to use his speed here as Gunderson's trying to fight back. Looked like McKinney was kind of waiting, though, here. Gunderson's coming back, though. This is going to be close here. Gunderson really trying to fight back. Oh! I think Gunderson got it. I think Gunderson got it.
That was McKinney. McKinney, yeah. Yeah, we knew it was him. Yeah.
Let's see Gunderson and McKinney. No, McKinney got it. McKinney got it, yep.
Oh, McKinney on the inside. Got it.
4:34:32 there for McKinney. Gunderson, 4:34:33. Nice. Yeah, that's really fast for an indoor track like this. There we go. Luis Morales there, 4:59. All right, we're underway here with the 200. 4 heats of this. (24:11). That's a good time there for Jaden Young. And we're underway here. Another win there for West Aurora. (24:88) there. 24.96 there for second or for first in that heat. All right, now we're on to section 4. Goins in 1, Gonzalez in 2, McCoo in 3, Taggart in 4. Sub 24 seconds for Eddie Gonzalez, 23.69 for the win overall. No, there's nothing. That's not.